Good day to each and everyone, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the video presentation for the subject Fundamentals of Criminal Investigation with Intelligence, Chapter 3 no, of the subject. Okay, and in this Chapter 3, we're going to discuss the tools in criminal investigation, also known as the four I's of investigation. Okay. So the scope of our discussion is the tools in criminal investigation, which includes information as the key tool in criminal investigation. We have also the interview as the first and foremost method of gathering information. We have also interrogation or the confrontational and aggressive questioning of a suspect and recalcitrant witness no, or witnesses. We have also instrumentation, a method of gathering information wherein you need to use different instruments no, in order for you to process physical evidence for you to obtain information. Okay? So yun po i-discuss natin isa-isa dito po sa ating video presentation na ito. Okay? So it is expected that at the end of the topic or at the end of our discussion, the students or you should be able to identify correctly the tools in criminal investigation. So meaning if I will give a quiz later on, you should be able to identify correctly what is being described, whether it is information, interview, uh, instrumentation, no, or interrogation. Okay? Yan. You should also be able to apply the different modes, methods, types, and techniques of gathering, collection, preservation, and processing of information. Okay? So meaning, I will require you later on to video yourself during the conduct of interview and interrogation or to include instrumentation no, in order for you to gather information. Okay? Then third, you should also be able to identify the different interview and interrogation techniques. Okay? So tulad nung nauna, no? Pagka magpapaquiz tayo, kailangan kayang-kaya mong i-identify ano yung pong iba't ibang interview and interrogation techniques na dinidescribe no? Or yung pong nasa katanungan. Okay? Fourth, you should be able to demonstrate the different interview and interrogation techniques. Ibig sabihin, yung po ay output na naman na kung saan kayo po ay aking i-evaluate no? Based doon po sa inyong demonstration later on ng interview and the interrogation techniques. Okay? Then fifth, you should also be able to identify no, the different instrumentation methods to gather information. Okay, so ano ba yung forensic ballistics, no? Ano ba yung polygraphy na instrumentation for you to gather information? Ano ba yung pong tinatawag nating forensic sciences or yung pong specific part ng forensic science which is called as criminalistics. Okay? So, yun po yung ating objective, ladies and gentlemen, dito po sa video presentation na ito. At kung ready ka na, may ballpen at papel ka na dyan for note-taking purposes, let's proceed to the first slide. Okay? So, what are the tools in criminal investigation? Tulad ng ating nabanggit kanina, yung po sa previous video or sa scope ng discussion, the tools in criminal investigation includes information, interview, interrogation, and instrumentation. Okay? So information, ladies and gentlemen, refers to the data needed in the course of investigation. Ito po yung mga datos na kailangan no? Doon po sa investigasyon or doon po sa buong pag-iimbestiga dahil itong mga datos na ito, yung po yung sasagot doon po sa tinatawag nating 5 W's and 1H. Okay? So information in other books, it is also considered as lifeblood and the essence of investigation. No, lifeblood because it is what is being gathered no, for you to answer no, the questions or the cardinal questions and cardinal points. Okay, that's why it is considered as the lifeblood and essence of investigation. Yan. So kasi hindi mo naman masasagot yung pong cardinal points no kung walang impormasyon. Yun yung information din ang kailangan Kaya ka magkakandak ng interview, kaya ka magkakandak ng interrogation, ganun din ang instrumentation. Okay? Ayan. Based from the Directorate for Investigation and Detective Management Manual or DIDM manual ng ating kapulisan, no? Information refers to the knowledge or facts, mga katotohanan na nakolekta ng investigator on case or yung pong IOC na tinatawag concerning a crime, no? Or a criminal incident. Okay? So yun po ang information sa ating kapulisan. It refers to the knowledge, kaalaman, o yung pong facts, o yung pong mga katotohanan na nakolekta ng investigador tungkol sa isang krimen. Okay? So ano yung mga impormasyon tungkol sa isang krimen? Sino ang biktima? Sino ang suspect? Di ba? Saan nangyari ang krimen? Kailan nangyari ang krimen? Okay? And other circumstances regarding the case. Okay? Then we have interview. It is the simple and friendly questioning of a person. Person who have a knowledge regarding a certain crime, especially conducted to the witness who are willing to give information. Okay? Yan. So, simple at palakaibigang pagtatanong sa tao. No? Kasi hindi mo naman pwedeng tanungin nga naman yung mga insekto doon sa crime scene, di ba? So, yung mga tao ang tatanungin. Okay? So, yung pagtatanong ay simple at palakaibigan, hindi siya confrontational. Okay? So, sino ang kadalasang ini-interview? Yung pong mga witnesses na willing magbigay ng information. Okay? Then, the first and foremost method of obtaining information, ito yung pangunahing pamamaraan ng pagkuha ng impormasyon. So, sino ba ang ini-interview? Yung pong mga testigo. No? Paano kung wala pong testigo? Okay? O kung wala pong testigo, doon po tayo mag-rely sa tinatawag natin instrumentation sa pamamagitan ng pag-process ng physical evidence. O, di ba? Ayan. Interrogation naman. The other hand, ladies and gentlemen, kasi sa ibang libro ito po ay isa lang, pero dito po ay magkaiba kasi iba yung subject, iba yung pamamaraan. Kaya interrogation. Okay? Yan. So, interview, by the way, ang isang tawag niyan is inquiry. Kasi kapag nagtanong ka, inquire, you are conducting interview. Yan. On the other hand, interrogation is the aggressive and confrontational questioning of a person about his participation in a certain crime. Okay? So, agresibo at pagkumpronta or yung pong katanungan mo ay na-phrase na kung saan kinukumpronta mo siya doon po sa kanyang participation sa isang krimen. Ibig sabihin, nag-aakusa ka na yung isang tao na yon ang gumawa sa isang krimen. Yun po ay interrogation. Diba? So, ikaw ang nakitang gumawa. Ikaw nga ba? So, ganun. So, aggressive. However, you can also apply the different interrogation techniques that will be discussed later on. No? Sa susunod na mga slides natin, pakita natin yung mga iba't ibang interrogation techniques. And as we have discussed earlier, tungkol sa rights of the accused o sa 7438 at sa Constitution, the mere invitation of a person so that he will answer the questions regarding a certain crime, yan po ay tinatawag nating custodial investigation. Okay? Kung pagkatatanungin mo na siya tungkol po doon sa kanyang participation doon sa isang krimen, so that is already custodial interrogation or custodial investigation. So kailangan mo po na sabihan yung tao noong pong kanyang mga karapatan. Okay? Yung pong Miranda rights na nakapaloob sa tinatawag yung Miranda Doctrine. Yan, no? So, the manner of questioning and interrogation, confrontational, no? And aggressive yung questioning. Yan. Then we have instrumentation, no? So, paano kapag yung pong ebidensya ay hindi naman po nagsasalita? Hindi naman po pwedeng interviewin mo kasi hindi nagsasalita. Okay? So, ano ang gagamitin mo? Like for example, yung blood or blood stains na naiwan sa crime scene. Hindi naman pwedeng i-interview yun. Okay? So, anong gagawin mo in order for you to gather information? Ganon din, yung pong tinatawag natin na tingga, no? Or yung pong baril, no? Yung pong physical evidence in short. Lahat po ng physical evidence, ano ang gagawin para sa ganon ay maka-obtain ng information para malaman kung saan nga ba galing yung tingga. Okay? Kung para malaman din kung yung blood stains ba doon po sa crime scene ay pagmamayari kaya ng biktima or may blood stains sa pagmamayari ng suspect. Ayan. Yung pong mga seminal fluid. Ayan. So yun po yung ina-applyan ng instrumentation. Yung pong tinatawag nating mga physical evidence. Pero ang tao, pwede rin applyan ng instrumentation sa pamamagitan ng paggamit ng instrumento, ay pwedeng gamitin yon in order for you to obtain information. Like yung pong tinatawag nating polygraph examination. That is also instrumentation. No? Ayan. And marami pang iba na i-discuss natin doon po sa last portion ng ating discussion. So instrumentation, ladies and gentlemen, is the application of instruments. No? Application of instrument and methods in arts and physical sciences. Okay? Yun po ating mga forensic sciences. Yan, to detect and investigate crimes. Yan. So it is the sum total of application of all arts and sciences. Basta ginamitan mo ng instrumento in order for you to detect something, especially sa physical evidence, ay tinatawag po nating instrumentation. Ibig sabihin, sir, kasama po ba ang forensic ballistics and instrumentation? Yes. Okay. Andyan din po yung forensic photography. Andyan din po yung fingering, or hindi po fingering actually. No? That is fingerprint examination. Ayan. No? And the like. Okay, so lahat po ng criminalistic subjects natin in order to obtain information is under po ng instrumentation. Okay, in order for you to obtain information. Ayan. So yun po yung mga tools sa pag-iimbestiga or sa investigasyon, no? Or yung ginatawag na 4I ng criminal investigation, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? Ayan. So dahil ang information, yun po yung tinatawag na key tool, K. K tool, essence of investigation, no? Or lifeblood of investigation. Dahil ito po yung sumasagot sa 5 W's and 1 H. No? So the sources of information in criminal investigation, ladies and gentlemen, refers to the pivot of investigation. No? Yan. So, ang tawag ko sa kanya or yung acronym ay yung tinatawag kong PEPET of Criminal Investigation refers to places, no? People, PNE for people, and T for things, in short, PEPET. Okay? So, pag sinabi nating sources of information, no? Ano ang definition yan? Sources of information refers to whom, tao yon, where, lugar, no? And which, no? Mga bagay-bagay at pangyayari, an information can be derived or developed. So, sources of information, in short, yun po yung pwedeng panggalingan ng mga impormasyon. Ito ay tumutukoy sa pwedeng tao, no? Diyan po nanggagaling yung pong physical evidence, okay? Testimonial, sorry. Sa tao, diyan po nanggagaling yung testimonial evidence, no? Places and things, diyan nanggagaling yung pong documentary evidence at saka yung pong tinatawag natin na physical evidence. Usually nanggagaling po yun sa places, which is considered as a treasure island of criminal investigation. Okay? So the sources of information in criminal investigation, kahit sa intelligence naman, no? Pag ikaw ay nag-gather ng info, dito po pwedeng manggaling ang mga impormasyon. Pwede sa people, no? We have places and we have things. Okay? So places, PNE for people, we have T for things, in short, that is PPET. Okay? So PPET of investigation. Ayan. You have places, people, things. Yun po ang PPET. Ano? So people is divided into 3 general categories, no? As a source of information. Sa tao, meron pong tinatawag na regular sources, no? Regular, ibig sabihin sila yung expected na magbibigay ng impormasyon. Ayan. Sa investigador, whether totoo yung sinasabi nilang informasyon or hindi. It may refers to information provided by suspect, victims, witnesses, suspects, and witness relatives or suspect and relatives of victims. Okay? So, yun po yung pwedeng panggalingan. Ano? So, suspect, victim, witnesses, at saka yung pong relative ng both suspect and victim. We have also cultivated sources. From the word cultivated, ibig sabihin ito po yung mga inaalagaan sources ng impormasyon. Ano? Ayan. So, ito po yung sinasabi nating asset. Ayan, no? So, cultivated sources, meaning this information derived or furnished by informant or informers. Yung pong informant, yun po yung mga taong nagbibigay ng impormasyon ng libre, walang bayad. At yung pong informer, yun po yung nagbibigay ng impormasyon para sa pera or para sa kabayaran. No? Then we have also the so-called grapevine sources. Okay, grapevine. Okay, so ano ba yung grapevine sources na tinatawag? Okay, so ito po yung sources na binibigay or yung pong mga sources ng grapevine, ito po yung mga prisoners and ex-convicts. No? So these are information disclosed by underworld characters such as prisoners or ex-convict. Okay? So yun po yung people as a source of information, ladies and gentlemen. The regular source, cultivated source, or yung inaalagaan ng grapevine sources. Ayan. Places naman, as a source of information and investigation, ano ba yung pinaka-importanting lugar, no, sa investigasyon kung saan pwedeng manggaling ang impormasyon? Ito po ay crime scene. No? So ano yung crime scene as used in this discussion? No? Crime scene refers to the treasure island of criminal investigation. Bakit siya tinawag na treasure island? No? Kasi maraming kayamanan ba? Yan. So dahil marami pong impormasyon ang pwedeng makuha mula sa crime scene dahil kadalasan po, no, or yes, yung pong mga physical evidence ay nasa crime scene. Ayan. So it refers to the treasure island of criminal investigation where a crime has just been committed, kakagawa lang ng krimen doon sa area na yon. Ayan. Or being committed, ginagawa. Like for example, yung po ay pagawaan ng Shabu Laboratory, so kasalukuyang ginagawa yung krimen. Or nabalak pa lang na pagsagawaan ng krimen. Okay? So, crime scene, kung saan nangyayari ang krimen, kasalukuyang nangyayari, no? Kakayari pa lamang ng krimen doon sa area na yon. Then, a lot of evidence could be gathered at the crime scene. That's why crime scene is considered as the treasure island of criminal investigation. No? Yan. Then we have things, mga bagay-bagay at pangyayari. It includes public records, okay, private records, and modus operandi file. These are documents. No? We can also use the internet or the World Wide Web, and different World Wide Web or internet or online platforms or platforms, no? Or electronic platforms tulad ng Facebook, Messenger, ayan, kung saan nagpapalitan po ng mensahe yung pong victim at suspect bago nangyari yung krimen, at these things, no? And to include the physical evidence which needs to be processed in order for you to gather information. So tatandaan po yung pong PEPET of investigation, ladies and gentlemen, refers to places, people, or things which an information is derived or developed. Okay? So tatandaan nyo yung pong mga specific na type of the general sources of information. No? Sa people, we have regular sources, okay, cultivated and grapevine. Places, we have the crime scene. And of course, things, we have public records, private records, modus operandi file, internet, and physical evidence, and so on and so forth. Okay? So it is not only limited, no, doon po sa ating nabanggit sa things. Ayan, no? Okay, so let us proceed to the next slide. So proceed naman tayo sa interview, no? So what are the types of interview used in criminal cases? Ano ba yung iba't ibang klase ng interview? Sabi natin, yung interview ay yung pong palakaibigang pagtatanong. Yan, so kitang-kita naman sa litrato. Friendly, no? And simple questioning of a person. Pero sa pagtatanong, hindi pwedeng ratratan po yan, no? So isang tanong, isang sagot. Hindi po pwedeng, anong pangalan mo, saan ka nakatira? At ano yung mga circumstansya na alam mo tungkol sa isang krimen. So, hindi po ganoon, no? Dapat isa-isa lang. Ano ang iyong pangalan? So, para malinaw, no, yung pagsagot. Okay? So, pag nasagot, take note mo. Ano ang or saan ka nakatira. Huwag yung saan ka tumitira, no? O saan ka nakatira. And of course, ano ang mga nakita mo, no, na nangyari doon po sa krimen. Okay? Yan. So, pwede mo siyang or pwede mong ipasalaysay. So depende po sa klase ng interview. Yan. So ano yung iba't ibang klase ng interview, background interview? Abay, kailangan po ba 'yon? Yes, sir, kailangan po, no? Kailangan mo pong malaman ang background ng witness, no? Kasi yan po ay magiging witness sa korte later on. At yung pong kanyang background ay nakalagay po yan doon po sa kauna-unahang portion ng sworn statement or affidavit. Okay? Yan. So, nakalagay kasi sa unang portion ng affidavit, sinumpa ang salaysay ni. Ayan. So, kailangan ng background niya. We have also subjective interview, we have objective interview, and cognitive interview. So, ano nga ba yung iba't ibang klase ng interview na yan, no? Kasi napakadali lang ng background interview kasi ang tatanungin mo tungkol po doon po sa background ng pong testigo. Okay? The background interview, ladies and gentlemen, is a type of interview used in criminal investigation which is focused only on obtaining data regarding personal background of the subject. And take note, this is very important because the background, no, or the information regarding the background of the subject will be put on the first portion of sworn statement or yung pong mga affidavit. Okay? This is the simplest type of interview used in criminal cases in accomplishing an interview report. Okay? So background. Kailangan nga magtanong ng background ng subject. Ano ang kanyang pangalan? No? Saan siya nakatira? Ilan ang kanyang edad? Okay? Araw ng kapanganakan o yung pong kanyang birth date at ano pa yung iba't ibang circumstances tungkol po sa kanya. Yan, no? Then we have subjective interview, ladies and gentlemen. This is a type of interview whereby questions are phrased in a manner in such the subject answer are based on his personal opinions or views. Questions are designed to deal with subjective aspect of the case. Okay? So usually ang subjective interview ay klase ng interview na ginagamit po doon po sa mga expert witnesses tulad ng ballistician, no? Tulad ng fingerprint examiner. Ayan, kung tatanungin mo sila, no? Sa iyong palagay, yan, sa iyong tingin. No? Kasi sila ang eksperto diyan sa bagay na yan. Ibig sabihin, ang sagot nila ay base sa kanilang personal na opinion at hindi po base doon po sa kanilang nakita, no? Nasaksihan. No? Hindi po base doon, kundi base lamang sa kanilang personal opinion, base doon sa kanilang pinag-aralan. Okay? Gets po ba ang subjective interview? So, example ng tanong. No? Sa iyong palagay, sapagkat ako'y di mapalagay. No? Sa iyong tingin, sapagkat ako'y di makatingin, ano ang magandang gawin? Yan. So, sa iyong palagay, magmamatch kaya yung pong latent prints doon po sa nakuha doon po sa suspect. Yan, no? Yan. So, yun po yung subjective interview. Naka-phrase siya na kung saan ang sagot ng subject ay base lamang sa kanyang opinion. Subjective po yun. Kaya sa mga quizzes, no, na kung saan ang opinion nyo ang tinatanong, that is subjective quiz kung tawagin. Ganon din po sa interview. Okay? Dahil tinatanong yung inyong opinion. Okay? Hindi po yung inyong nakita or nasaksihan. Ngayon po ang subjective interview. No? How about objective interview? Okay? In objective interview, these are questions, or in this type of interview, questions are being designed or phrased to acquire the basic and specific data or facts regarding a criminal case. This type of interview complies with the 6 cardinal points of criminal investigation, the 5 W's and 1 H. So objective po kasi, no? So ang tanong po dito ay tatanungin yung testigo, suspect, no? O yung pong witness kung ano ang kanyang nakita, no? Ano ang kanyang naamoy, ano ang kanyang natikman kung meron man, ano ang kanyang narinig, at ano ang kanyang nahawakan, no? Yan. So, meaning to say, ang objective interview, tatanungin mo yung testigo based on what he have witnessed, ano ang kanyang nasaksihan. Okay? So, ano ang iyong nakita? Saan mo nakita yung pangyayari? Ilan ang nakita mo na gumawa ng krimen? Ano ang yung ginagawa, no? Noong nangyari ang krimen? Bakit ikaw ay nasa crime scene? Okay? Paano nangyari ang krimen? Okay? So, yun po yung mga tanong, no? Yung pong 5 Ws in 1H. Pero, naka-phrase yung tanong na kung saan ang mga sagot ay base doon po sa nasaksihan nung pong testigo or yung pong nasaksihan at nangyari mismo sa krimen. Whether pwedeng i-phrase mo, no? At gamitin mo sa interrogation or gamitin mo sa interview. Basta yung pong pagtatanong ay ang gusto mong malaman sa iyong katanungan ay yung pong totoong nangyari. Ayun po ang objective interview. Hindi po pwede yung pong opinion. Okay? So ano ang iyong nakita? Saan mo nakita? Yan. O sino ang iyong nakita? Ano ang nangyari? O base lamang yung mga sagot ay base doon po sa nasaksihan or kung ano man ang totoong nangyari. Yun po ang objective interview. Okay? Yan. Paano naman kapag hahayaan mong magsalaysay yung pong subject, no? O pagkatapos mong makuha yung kanyang background na hindi mo na kailangan tanungin na isa-isa yung pong mga pangyayari, no? Kasi sasabihin mo na, no, na kanyang isasalaysay yung kanyang nasaksihan. Ito po yung tinatawag na cognitive interview. Okay? O cognitive interview, it is a type of interview appropriate for willing and cooperative witnesses. Yan. So witnesses of this kind should be given the opportunity to narrate. Yan. So kanyang inanarrate, no? Kanyang isasalaysay kung ano ang pangyayari ayon sa kanyang nakita without intervention, interruption, and interference from the interviewer. Okay? So pwede mo bang isalaysay kung ano ang iyong nasaksihan? Ano, no? Yun po yung pagsasalaysay. So huwag kang kakupal na tanong ng tanong dito sa cognitive interview kasi nga pinapasalaysay mo sa kanya. Pagkatapos niyang magsalaysay, tsaka ka pwedeng magtanong pagka meron kang hindi po naintindihan doon po sa kanyang ibinigay na kanyang testimonya. No? So after the subject has finished his narration, the interviewer should apply techniques similar to direct examination and cross-examination to clarify details. So pwede kang magtanong after nung kanyang salaysay to clarify details kung mayroon pong hindi klaro mga detalye ayon doon po sa kanyang salaysay, tsaka ka pwedeng magtanong. Okay? So the purpose of the cognitive interview is arriving at the vivid or clear and complete picture of the testimony. Ayan. So pagka pinasalaysay mo yung witness, pwede ka nang sumabat after nung kanyang isinalaysay. Okay? Siyempre, i-record mo kung ano man ang resulta ng inyong pag-interview. Okay? I-record mo yung mga impormasyon tungkol po sa mga yung tinanong. Yan, no? Then what are the 3 stages of interview used in criminal cases? Okay, may stages pa pala, no? So, syempre naman, ano? So, the 3 stages of interview, no? Includes the preliminary interview. Ibig sabihin, ito po yung initial questioning of the subject. Ayan, so kauna-unahang pagtatanong usually ay ginagawa ito sa crime scene, yung pong tinatawag na field inquiry. If you are familiar with that, in the previous video, I have presented that, no? It is usually conducted at the crime scene through. It may be carried out also at the subject's homes or workplace kung saan ay relax po yung subject. This preliminary interview or questioning. Yan. Then we have also follow-up interview. Sa tingin mo ay meron pang mga impormasyon na itinatago yung pong subject, yung pong testigo na hindi nasabi nung unang pagtatanong, pwede mo pong tanungin muli. No? Yung pwede na tawag na follow-up interview. This is the second or succeeding questioning, no? To obtain further information that was missed during the first questioning, if there are any, or to clarify data that has been already gathered. Okay? Yan. So follow up. Pagka mayroong mga impormasyon na kailangang iklaro, no? Doon po sa unang testimonya ng pong subject or witness, no? Ay kailangan mag-conduct ng follow-up interview. Then final interview, this is the last phase of questioning that may lead to the act of offering a witness to testify in court during trial. Okay? So, base sa aking investigation, yung testimonya ay napakahalaga para sa ganun ay mapatunayan yung pong mga bagay-bagay tungkol po sa ilang katanungan sa korte. Pwede ka bang maging testigo? Ayan. So, yun po yung final interview, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? We have preliminary interview, follow-up interview, and final interview. Yeah. So, in interviewing, meron bang qualities ng isang competent and good interviewer? Ayan, no? So, ang rule doon po sa pag-i-interview at interrogation, no? Ang nag-i-interrogate dapat ay pumunta po sa crime scene or nanggaling po sa crime scene para sa ganun ay yung pong kanyang mga katanungan, no? Ay tugma kung ano man ang nangyari sa crime scene. So, never let anyone to conduct interview in interrogation if that person did not go to the crime scene. So, mas maganda na yung pong mag-i-interview at mag-interrogate. Ito po ideal ay yung pong pulis na napunta sa crime scene. Okay? Ayan. Then meron ding kalidad ang competent interviewer, no? Oh, the competent interviewer or interrogator should be adaptable, okay? Objective, patient, mapagpasensya, no? Objective, hindi po nag-iimbento ang objective. Yung kanyang katanungan ay base doon po sa kung ano ang nangyari. Yan. So, persuasive, okay? Kaya niyang makumbinsi, insightful, then sensitive to individual rights. Okay, napaka-importante yan, no? Para hindi po pumasok doon po sa tinatawag nating exclusionary rule. No? Kaya nga doon po sa unang part ng ating discussion, no, dito sa investigation subject, ay diniscuss natin yung kung iba't ibang rights of a person provided under our Constitution and under the United Nations. Okay? Pagka sinabi nating adaptable, the investigator is flexible. Okay? Adjustable, pliable, malleable, or compliant. Ibig sabihin, kaya niyang mag-adjust sa kahit anumang klase ng sitwasyon. Ayan, kung bata yung kung ini-interview, kaya nang mag-adjust, kaya nang bagayan, no? Pag nag-iiba-iba yung mode ng kanyang subject, kaya niyang bagayan yung pong subject. Kaya niyang makibagay. Adaptable, no? Patient, meaning the investigator had an aim, have a certain idea, point, view, na gustong improve, have a purpose, and have an intention na nailitaw ang katotohanan at pawang katotohanan lamang. Patient, ibig sabihin long-suffering, mapagpasensya in short. Hindi yung nag-i-interview ka, ayaw magsalita, ay susuntukin mo na. Di ba? So, hindi po gano'n. So, long-suffering, enduring, tolerant, no? May kaya niyang i-apply yung pong or i-observe yung pong tinatawag maximum tolerance. Ayan. Uncomplaining and serene, yung patient. Yung Tagalog, mapagpasensya. Hindi po high blood. Diba? Yan. So, persuasive, in short, ay nakakakumbinsi. Okay? Yan, pagka nagtanong, hindi yung may mga tao na pagka nagtatanong, nakikita mo, hindi po nakakakumbinsi yung kanilang pamamaraan ng pagtatanong. Yan, no? So, when you say persuasive, the interviewer should be influential, swaying, or convincing, no? Or believable. Ayan, kapani-paniwala. Okay? Winning. Yan. When we say insightful, insight. Okay? So that the person can understand, okay, kung ano man yung mga kasagutan ng kanyang ini-interview, discerning, astute, aware of this being happening, and intuitive. Okay? Then, of course, last but not the least, the person should be sensitive to individual rights para hindi po ma-exclude yung piece of evidence or yung pong evidence na nag-gather. Yan, no? Then, steps in conducting an interview. May mga stages po yan or may mga steps. Okay? Hindi mo naman po agad-agad na basta tanong na lamang. Yeah? So, ano yung mga steps sa pag-conduct ng interview. Tatandaan niyo po yung rule, ano? Hindi pwedeng mag-interview yung pong isang pulis kung hindi po siya galing po sa crime scene. Bakit? Paano niya gagawin yung pong mga katanungan tungkol sa krimen kung hindi naman siya napunta roon? So hindi po pwede yung abrupt na basta-basta na lamang na tanong ng tanong, especially yung pong mga tanong doon po sa custodial investigation or custodial interrogation. Yan, no? So what are the steps in conducting interview? We have preparation, no? So ano nga ba yung ginagawa sa preparation? Siyempre, gagawa ka ng mga katanungan or questions, no? I-phrase mo siya base doon po sa klase ng interview na gagamitin mo. Background interview, siyempre yung una, yun po ay pipili ka na sa mga susunod, whether subjective, objective, cognitive, no? O approach, pipili ka ng iyong approach o yung pong atake mo. Warming up, recounting, questioning for clarification, then ending of interview. Ayan, mag-thank you ka lang naman sa ending, di ba? So ano ang ginagawa sa preparation? In preparation, no? Hindi pa po ito actual na magkakaroon ng interview. In preparation, ladies and gentlemen, the interviewer, okay, usually police officer, syempre, ang mag-i-interview, no, should review the facts at the crime scene. Kailangan niyang i-review kung ano ba yung nakita niya sa crime scene, okay? Para sa ganun ay makita niya later on pagka nagte-testify yung pong isang tao, alam niya kung yung po yung nagsasabi ng totoo o hindi base naman doon po sa nakita mo doon po sa crime scene. Okay? Kung tugma. Di ba? At syempre sa preparation, dyan po gagawin yung pong mga questions. And that's why you need also to review the facts for you to formulate questions regarding the crime. Okay? So you review the facts of the crime scene and information from other sources. Then you need also to see the background of the subject. Okay? Magkanda ka ng background investigation regarding the subject. Dati palang sangkot na sa krimen yung pong subject mo. Ayan. Siya po ay timid type, tahimik lang, para sa ganun ay alam mo kung ano yung gagamitin mong klase ng interview. Yeah. Then we have approach. Sa approach, the investigator or interviewer, yan, usually ang nag-i-interview din kasi yung investigador, no? Pero pwede naman ibang pulis. So the interviewer should select approaches to be utilized. Okay, whether single, ay mag-isa lang yung interviewer, pwede namang combination, o pwedeng single sa una, pwede namang combinational or all, depende, no? So single yung nag-i-interview or single yung pong subject mo, pwede, or combinational or all. Pero usually, mas maganda kapag single, no? Single yung pong gagamitin mo para sa ganun ay ang tendency kasi kapag pinagsama-sama mo yung witnesses, kung mayroong more than one witness, yung ginagawa po nila ay kung may testimonya na yung una, sasabihin ng pangalawa, ganun din po yung nakita ko. No? So mas maganda na para maging objective yung interview, isa-isa, no? Single approach, okay? Single. Ayan. So isa yung nag-i-interview, isa rin yung subject of interview. Okay? Then we have warming up. Warming up, no? Parang sa basketball lang, warm up, no? Sa experience nyo, pagkabago kayo doon po kasi sa isang lugar, hindi po kayo palagay, no? So, kailangan sa interview, para hindi po nininervyos yung subject nyo, kailangan ng warming up. So, ano ba yung warming up, no? Warming up is preliminary or exploratory question to clear the atmosphere. So, dito po kinikreate yung pong tinatawag nating rapport. Matatandaan nyo po ito kasi bibigay po sa quiz ninyo. Yan. So, rapport, yun po i-create yung pong tinatawag na palagayan ng loob or the conducive environment, no? Or rapport, yun po yung relationship or good relationship between the interviewer and interviewee. Ayan. So pagka sinabing warm up, magtatanong ka ng bagay-bagay, mga katanungan na walang kinalaman sa krimen. Kaya nga warm up, parang sa basketball, ano? Tanong ka ng tanong, shoot ka ng shoot, pero wala pang score. Ganon din po sa warm up sa interview. Tanong ka ng tanong, pero walang kinalaman sa krimen. Para sa ganon, ma-establish yung pong tinatawag nating rapport or yung pong conducive place or environment for both of the interviewer and interviewee. Yeah. So Example ng mga katanungan, no, ay may ah, ang gaganda ng suot mo, saan mo binibili yan? Sa Lazada ba yan? No? So walang kinalaman sa krimen. No? Para sa ganoon ay may establish niya lang yung kung tinatawag natin na rapport. Okay? Ayan. Then saka mo sasabihin, ay may iba pala ako. So proceed na kayo. Pagka na-establish na yung rapport, then tsaka ka na mag-proceed doon po sa tungkol sa pagtatanong sa krimen. Hindi yung pagdating niya sa interrogation room, no, ay raratratin mo agad ng question. Okay? So hindi po ganoon. Hindi po yung abrupt na questioning na dire-diretso agad. Yan, no? Oh, warming up, that is to promote a conducive place for cordiality. Okay? Then recounting, recount, meaning to say you will let the subject to narrate, no? Oh, cognitive interviews being applied here in recounting, no? Allowing or asking the subject to narrate. Okay? Pero kung yung subject hindi niya kayang idiretso na sabihin yung kanyang salaysay, then you can use the question and answer format. Okay? So, pwede kang magtanong pagka nahinto, pwede kang magtanong sa recounting, no? So, you can use the cognitive interview here, no? Wherein you will let the subject to narrate. Ayan. So, allowing or asking the subject to narrate. Okay? Pagka may mga katanungan na hindi niya masagot, ayan, so or hindi niya nasagot doon po sa kanyang narration, then you will proceed to questioning for clarification pagka may mga hindi clear. Okay, then of course, you will end the interview by thanking. No, mag-thank you ka naman doon po sa taong inimbita mo. Yan. So, sa ending of interview, thank you very much for your cooperation. I hope that if there will be a succeeding questioning, you will still cooperate. Thank you very much. Good day and God bless you. Ganun po yung ending of interview. No? Yan. So what are the types of subjects in an interview? May mga klase na kasi ng mga subject na ini-interview, no? So iba't ibang klase ng tao, iba't ibang klase ng subject, yan. So these are some of the classification of subjects in an interview, no? Based doon po sa kanilang characteristics na magbigay ng impormasyon, no? So meron yung tinatawag na know nothing type, walang alam, wala akong alam, ganun, pero nandun siya sa crime scene, di ba? So walang alam. Nakita niya yung pangyayari, walang alam. Know nothing type. Okay? So may mga reason naman kung bakit ayaw ng ibang tao na magbigay ng impormasyon, ano? We have also disinterested type, drunken type, suspicious type, talkative, yan, salita ng salita, honest witness, deceitful, timid, boastful, and untalkative witness. So sa know nothing type, ano ang gagawin ng isang interviewer? Be with their level, or you may apply interrogation if that person is a recalcitrant witness. Yan. So know nothing type, bagayan mo lang, no? Be with their level, or apply interrogation. Disinterested, find field of interest. Okay, so kung ano yung kanyang gustong-gusto, yun muna yung topic ninyo, then later on, saka ka mag-proceed doon po sa subject matter. So find the field of interest. And then you remove the indifference. Ay, alam mo, ako rin ay taga Cordillera. Ganun, no? Ikaw din ba ay taga ron? Saan ka banda roon? So, yun po, no? Para mapalagay yung loob or para ma-establish yung rapport. Drunken type, ito yung mga klase ng tao nagsasabi ng mga information pagka sila'y lasing lamang. So, anong gagawin mo? So, adapt to the psychology of the subject. Yan. Then, record yung pong kanyang mga information sinasabi during the time that he is under the influence of alcohol. Then, saka mo siya i-confront later on pag hindi na siya lasing. Or saka mo siya interviewin later on pag hindi na siya lasing. Parinig mo sa kanya yung sinabi niya nung siya ay lasing. Diba? Then we have the suspicious type. Yan. Yan po yung mga klase ng mga subject na kung saan nagsususpect na baka ikaw ay kasangkot. So you just remove the indifference. Okay? Talkative witnesses, hayaan mo lang na yung pong tao na yun ay makakommit ng mga mali-mali, tsaka mo siya i-confront yung pong talkative. Hayaan mo lang, no? Then pagka hindi tugma-tugma yung pong kanyang mga sinasabi, then that's the time that you will confront the person. So you prune the unnecessary matters, okay? Ibig sabihin, pagka salita ng salita, Hayaan mo lang. Then take down notes of the necessary information regarding the subject of investigation. Honest witness, okay? Honest witness, no? Kasi iba po yung area kung saan tinuturo nito. Honest witness dapat yan, no? This type of witnesses are the type of witness wherein the investigator could rely on. Kasi kung ano yung kanilang nakita, ayun po yung kanilang sinasabi at hindi po sila nagsisinungaling. Ayan. So applying the kinetics of interview and interrogation, you should be able to observe kung sino yung nagsasabi ng katotohanan at kung sino nagsasabi ng kasinungalingan. Ayan. Then deceitful, yan. Let him lie, he will be enmeshed with contradiction. Pagka may mga contradiction na doon po sa kanyang mga testimonya, then that's the time that you will confront a deceitful witness. Timid type, ito yung mga tahimik. Ano? So, when you are, or when your subject is a timid type, you should be friendly and reassuring, and reassure the confidentiality that his identity will not be divulged. Ganon. Then boast or egocentric, kaya mo lang na magyabang, di ba? Pero, natandaan ninyo, pagka mayabang yung subject, mas mayabang dapat yung police. Yan. Timid type is usually common or the same with the untalkative witnesses. Hindi ganun na nagsasalita unless kung siya ay yung tatanungin. Okay? So these are just simple or ideal method on how to interview based on the different types of subject of interview. Okay? Yan. Then, investigators sometimes encounter witness that refuse to talk. Okay, ano kaya ang mga dahilan, no? Or to testify in court. The common reasons of such witnesses are the following. Ito po yung common reason. Marami pang ibang reason, pero ito po yung pinaka-common ayon sa mga researches, no? So, the common reason kung bakit ayaw magbigay ng testimonya yung ibang testigo is because of fear of reprisal, no? Sila po ay natatakot na sila paghigantian. Kaya po importante na alam po natin yung pong RA na RA 6981, no? O yung Witness Protection Program, para sa ganun ay yung po yung inyong i-reassure dito po sa mga tao na kung saan ay natatakot magbigay ng testimonya kasi baka maghiganti yung pong suspects o yung pong kanilang yung pong gumawa ng crime. Great inconvenience, okay, yung sabi ninyo, imbis na ikaw ay naghahanap buhay, abay ikaw po ay pumupunta sa korte lagi, tak-tak, sabi ninyo, no? Yan, so great inconvenience. Hatreds against police, kasi meron pong mga previews, may mga previews na hindi magandang experience sa mga pulis, kaya po sila ay galit sa pulis kaya hindi sila magbibigay ng testimonya. Okay? Yung iba na tinitingnan nila, baka bias din naman yung investigasyon. Pagka maraming pera, yan. Avoidance of publicity, ayan. Family restriction, yun po ay ayaw ng kanilang kapamilya na magbigay ng testimonya kasi baka malagay yung kanilang buhay sa panganib. Bigatory or narrow-mindedness, kitid ng pag-iisip, and cult indoctrination, if any. No? So fear of reprisal or fear of retaliation, revenge, or yung pong payback time, sasabihin po ng mga kapamilya na suspect o yung pong convicted offender. Yeah. So marami pong natatakot magsalita. Yan, lalo na kapag ma-impluensya yung pong mga suspect. Okay? Pero siyempre, kung hindi ka po magsasalita, sinong magsasalita? Yan. Yung mga investigador, dapat alam po yung kung kanilang ipopromise doon po sa mga tao na natatakot magsalita because of reprisal against them. No? Yan, of course, yung si bigatory, yun po yung katitiran ng pag-iisip, yan, narrow-mindedness, okay, because of racism, prejudice, or chauvinism. Bigatory. No? Kakitiran ng pag-iisip lang. Yung pong bigatory. Okay? Now, let us proceed to the second method of gathering information, which is interrogation. Okay? Pag-i-interrogate. Ayan. So, what is interrogation? What is the mode of questioning in interrogation? Aggressive and confrontational. As we have discussed earlier, no? Interrogation is aggressive and confrontational questioning of a certain person, usually suspect. Okay? Suspect. Okay? Ayan. So, to whom it can be utilized? Kanino pwedeng gamitin ng interrogation? Suspected offender, or recalcitrant witnesses, yung mga witness na ayaw pong magbigay ng impormasyon. So when we say aggressive questioning, the questioning is antagonistic, forceful, violent, hostile, insistent, belligerent, destructive. Okay? So, agresibo na pagtatanong. Yan. Maraming nakakita na ikaw po ay nasa crime scene nung nangyari ang krimen. O, ano ba ang iyong kinalaman tungkol sa krimen na yon? Bakit ikaw ay nasa crime scene? Yeah. Oh, when I say confrontational, it is challenging, provoking, stimulating, offensive, insulting sometimes. Yan. So, yun po yung method, no? Or yung pong mode of questioning, aggressive and confrontational. While in interview, the questioning is simple and friendly. Ayan, no? So, sino ang subject ng interview? Those witnesses are willing to give information, while in interrogation, the subject is usually suspected offender. Okay? Yan. So what are the purposes of interrogation? Ano nga ba yung pong dahilan bakit ka magkakandak ng interrogation? First, number one reason why you are conducting interrogation is to extract confession. No? Confession is the direct acknowledgement of guilt. Yan, or the short term for direct acknowledgement of guilt. Direktang pag-amin sa isang kasalanan, no? Or admitting all the facts and circumstances regarding a certain incident. Or if not confession, admission. You let the suspect to admit, no, some facts and circumstances. So yan po yung main purpose ng interrogation. To extract confession or if not, admission. Okay? So sa interrogation, kailangan po ng strict observance ng pong Miranda rights of the subject. Okay? Yan. So kung magti-testify na siya, kailangan po ng kanyang waiver. Yan. Ano pa? To elicit valuable information, to learn surrounding of a criminal incident, no? To determine the existence and location of physical evidence. Kung may mga nakatago pa, syempre kung umamin po yan, sasabihin niya kung saan yung pong mga location ng other physical evidence. To learn the identity of principals, accomplices, and accessories, yung mga tao na may kinalaman sa isang krimen, no, yung pong principal, no. Ang principal po dito, tatlong klase po kasi yan, no. So kayang ine-interrogate mo, siya po ay principal by direct participation. Direkta na siya ang gumawa ng krimen. No pa yung principal, no? Principal by inducement, yung nagputos sa kanya. Ayan. So, principals, no? So, principal by direct participation, principal by inducement. Okay? Yan. And the other one. Then we have accomplices and we have also accessories. Sila po yung mga may kinalaman sa krimen. We have also discover or locate fruits of the crime sa mga theft, robbery, and so on. We have developed additional leads. Then, of course, to discover other crimes in which the subject have participated. Okay? So, the main purpose of interrogation is to extract confession or if not admission. Pagka nag-admit yan or nag-confess yan, syempre, you can elicit valuable information. You can also learn surrounding of a criminal incident. You can also determine the existence, learn the identity of principals, and so on. No, you have also, or you can also discover or locate fruits of crime in cases of robbery, theft, carnapping, and so on. Yan. So the main purpose actually ng interrogation is to extract confession or if not admission. Pagka nag-admit yan, then lahat po ng nakadilaw na yan, then pasok na, no? Or you can learn information regarding those things. Okay, pagka nag-confess or nag-admit yung pong subject of interrogation. Yan. So, tatandaan nyo yung pong main purpose. That's why in the previous video, we have defined what is confession. Now, we have defined what is admission. Yan. So, the interrogation room, no? The room chosen for interrogation should be should provide freedom from distraction. It should be designed for simplicity with a view of enhancing concentration, both the one who conducting interrogation, that is the interrogator, at yung pong subject is interrogee, no, on the matter under interrogation. Okay, so hindi po distractive yung pong area. Yan. So meron pong interrogation room doon po sa loob ng police stations. Nakadesign po yan na kung saan hindi po dapat ma-distract yung pong both interrogee and interrogator. Then, kung titingnan nyo yung pwesto nila, no, yung pong subject dapat nakatalikod sa pinto. Okay? Yan. O, para hindi niya isipin na baka magbukas yung pinto. Gano'n, no? So, privacy, interruption, dispel concentration that may have been carefully cultivated by investigator or the interrogator. Hence, following are desirable. Restricted entrance, single door is preferable. Several doors suggest possible interruption and destroy the sense of focus. No? Absence of window or view. Then soundproof, telephone without bell. And of course, yung position, sabi ko nga, nakatalikod dapat yung subject doon po sa door. Yan. So, the investigator sitting on the higher seat, no? Para mas mataas dapat yung upuan ng investigador para po ma-establish yung pong authority. Okay? Yan. So, the suspect back should be the door. Okay? So, tinatalikuran ng suspect dapat yung pinto. Yan. Para hindi niya isiping magbukas yung pinto. So, that is the ideal. Then, of course, kung makikita ninyo, no, yung pong interrogation room ay meron pang isang room sa kabila na kung saan andun naman yung observer, no, yung nagre-record doon po sa conversation. Okay? So, simplicity, distracting influence should be kept to minimum. The suspect is trying to avoid investigators' concentration by focusing his attention on some object. So, wala po dapat kung ano-ano nakalagay na picture doon po sa interrogation room. So, baka mamaya ilagay niyo yung litrato ng mga artistang magaganda doon, di ba? Oh, ilagay mo yung litrato ni Ivana Alawi, ano-anong mga litrato, yung picture ni Jose Rizal. So, simple lang dapat. Walang kung ano-ano mang mga nakapaskil doon po sa interrogation room. Kasi yun po ay makaka-distract doon po sa attention ng pong subject of interrogation or interview. Medium-sized room, bare walls, pictures and charts are distracting. That's why you should not put pictures and charts in the room. No glaring lights, walang nakakasilaw na ilaw. Yan. Minimum furniture. Yan. So, kitang-kita nyo naman, isang lamesa, tapos upuan lang na dalawa or tatlo kung dalawa yung mag-i-interrogate. Yan. So, as you see, okay, the wall have no pictures and charts because that is very distracting. Then, yung pong mirror na ginagamit between the observation room at saka interrogation room, ladies and gentlemen, ay yung tinatawag na one-way mirror. Okay? So, dito lang, no, ay meron lang po akong puna, no, kasi ito po yung pinaka-best picture na pwedeng ma-download mula sa internet. Yung pong pinto dapat, no, dito sa observation room, ay hindi po dapat magkatabi. Okay? Para sa ganun ay walang pong ka-idea yung pong subject of interrogation o yung pong interrogee na meron pang nasa kabilang room. Okay? Ayan. Kasi magkatabi, ibig sabihin, alam niya na meron tao doon po sa kabilang kwarto. So, dapat yung pinto nito ay hindi po dyan nakalocate. Pwede dito sa labas. Ayan. So, hindi po dapat magkatabi yan. No? Para hindi siya magkaroon ng idea na meron palang observation room, then the mirror, ginagamit one-way mirror. Ibig sabihin, kapag itong subject ay tumingin dun sa kabilang room, hindi niya makita kung ano yung nasa kabila. Pero itong nasa observation room, kitang-kita yung pong interrogator at yung pong interrogee. Okay? So, yan. So, one-way mirror. So, kung makita ninyo, no, yung pong nagre-record ay andito po sa kabila. So, ginagamitan yan ng hidden audio, no, at saka hidden audio-visual recording. Ayan. So, may technical aid po yan, recording installation, important interrogation and confession should be recorded. Okay. Listening device, a hidden microphone such as a live telephone should be installed. Then one-way mirror, this device appears to be plain mirror on one side, but permits a person on the other side or the observer, no, to see through without being observed. Ayan po, yung one-way mirror. At yung pong recording device, no? So, ngayon, ang uso na po ay database ng computer. So, nakadirekta na po doon po sa camera. Yung pong CCTV, yan, pero hidden. Yan. So, the sitting arrangement, the subject should be facing the interrogator, of course, no? And sabi ko nga kanina, yung pong dapat yung kung makikita nyo yung pinto, no, ay nasa likod ng subject of interrogation. Okay? Para maiwasan yung distraction na baka magbukas ang pinto. So, chair, armless, straight back chair for the suspect. Then table or desk, the investigator requires flat surface on which he or she places papers and articles of evidence. Suspect, sitting the suspect with his back at the door, okay, to further deprive him of any hope na magkaroon ng interruption or distraction. So, kitang-kita naman, no? Na nakatalikod yung pong subject or suspect doon po sa door to avoid distractions. So, this is the ideal, no? So, at the other room, meron kang recorder o observer. Meron listening device dyan. Yung pong listening device usually is hidden po yan, mga hidden audiovisual, no? Or CCTVs, okay, na naka-hide. So, after the interview or interrogation, of course, thank you ka naman. Doon po sa subject of interview and interrogation. Yeah. So, thank you and have a good day. That is the ending of interview or ending of interrogation. Okay? So, what are the specific interrogation techniques that you can apply? Okay, you have emotional appeal, sympathetic approach, friendly approach. Ito yung mga ginagamit sa una eh. No? Yan. So, ano yung emotional appeal? So, the investigator is an actor and psychologist. Yan. So, you are an actor. At the same time, psychologist, sinasayko mo yung tao. No? O kailangan makuha mo kung ano yung kanyang emotion, bagayan mo lang. Ganun, no? So, appeal to the emotion of the suspect until he confess. Yan. So, emotional appeal. Alam mo, kawawa naman yung biktima. Ganito ang nangyari. Napakitaan mo ng mga piece of evidence. Yan. To get the emotion of the subject. And applicable only, take note, to first-time offender or emotional person or yung pong mga nervous person. Okay, itong emotional appeal. And you have sympathetic approach, dig first into the past troubles, unfortunate events in the life of the suspect. Ayan. So, kalkalin mo yung pong kanyang mga ibang ginawang mga krimen. Ayan. Then, offer help, kindness, and friendship to win his cooperation. Alam mo, yung pong ibang mga krimen na nagawa mo dati base sa aking investigation ay ganito ang pwedeng maging penalty. Pero kung ikaw ay makikipagtulungan sa akin, ay hahayaan ko yung pong mga krimen na nagawa mo na nung una. Ganun, no? Sympathetic. Makisimpatya ka doon po sa subject. Yan. Then friendly approach, you create a pleasant and welcoming atmosphere, show sincerity to induce the suspect in confessing. Okay, lalo na yung pong mga suspect na ang alam nila ang mga pulis ay bias, so you need to be friendly with them. Okay? Then we have tricks and bluffs. Bluff, ibig sabihin hindi totoo, bluff lang 'yon, ano? Tricks. Okay? So, tricks and bluff, ibig sabihin magkukunwari yung investigador na meron na siyang alam tungkol sa krimen, pero ang totoo wala naman. Bluff 'yon, no? Bluff lang. Di ba? So, ano yung mga different techniques na pwedeng i-apply dito sa tricks and bluff? Pretense of solid evidence against the accused. Mag-pretend, kaya nga bluff, mag-pretend ka na malakas ang ebidensya. So kahit na hindi ka naman or hindi ka umamin may malakas yung ebidensya laban sa iyo. Diba? So kung ako sa iyo aamin na ako, ay matutulungan pa kita. So mga ganon, no? Bluff. Ayan. So ayon sa DNA result ay positibo na yun lang bulbul na nakuha sa crime scene ay nagpositibo na sa'yo nga yun. O, di ba? Pero totoo, wala naman. Di ba? Kaya nga bluff lang eh. No? So, tricks and bluff. Okay? Then, the weakest link, ibig sabihin, titignan mo kung ano ang kanyang kahinaan. Yan. Oh, kapag hindi ka umamin, pwedeng makalatkat sa kaso yung iyong kapamilya or pwede kang makasuhan at ganito ang penalty, kawawa naman yung anak mo, kawawa naman yung mga yan. So tingnan mo kung ano yung soft spot. Ito po yung weakest link. Ano yung kahinaan ng pong tao na yan. Okay? Then drama, kung napanood nyo yung pong mga pelikula, no? Na kung saan may magdadrama, example, sa kabilang room, may nahuli na nagnakaw ng kalabaw, kunwari ay puputulan ng ulo, no? Lalagyan ng piring yung isang tao, tapos kunwari magdadrama sa kabilang room or doon po sa uh, tabi ng subject ng interrogation, yan, kunwari ipapatayin mo, yan. O kaya sa kabilang room, maglalagay ka ng dugo papunta sa kanya, pagkatapos na tagain, kunwari yung magnanakaw ng kalabaw, o kaya kung anumang kaso. Kung may magdadrama sa kabila, para sa ganon ay mabluff yung pong subject of interrogation. Yan. Then failing contact with their family members, kasi ang kahinaan ng lahat ng tao ay yung pong mga family members. Yan. Then you have the line-up. Sa line-up, mga kapatid, no, ay meron kang suspect o yung pong primary suspect, no, ay isasama mo doon po sa group of 7 to 10 individuals. Tapos, yung pong witness, ang ituturo niya yung pong primary suspect. Okay, siyempre yung primary suspect, mag-iisip po yan, ay may nakakita pala sa akin. Okay, so isasama yung pong isang testigo or isang suspect, no, yung primary suspect, doon po sa 7 to 10 individuals na parehas yung height, yun po ang lineup. Okay? Then we have reverse lineup. Ito yung klase ng interrogation na kung saan isa lang yung krimen na ginawa, pero ang dami pong mga testigo at ang daming ibinibintang sa kanya. For example, ikaw po na nanonood, ikaw yung gumawa ng pagnanakaw. Okay? Or theft. Yun natin, pagnanakaw ng cellphone. Yun lang ang ginawa mo. Pagdaan ng isang testigo, sasabihin niya, yan nga yung nagnakaw ng cellphone ko. Pagdaan naman ng isang testigo, sasabihin ng isa, yan nga yung pong humawak sa puwet ko. Diba? O pagdaan naman ng isa, yan nga yung tarantado na nambastos sa akin. Okay, pagdaan naman ng isa, yan nga yung pumatay sa tatay ko. Diba? So ang daming binibintang sa kanya. Okay? So, pagka yan po first time offender, isa lang ang ginawa ko. Cellphone lang ang ninakaw ko. Hindi ako, di ba? Hindi ako nang hipo ng puwet, hindi ako ng bastos, ano, di ba? So, amen, di ba? So, siya mismo ang magsasabi na siya yung gumawa ng pagnanakaw. Kasi ang daming binibintang. Yun po yung reverse lineup. Okay, you have only one suspect, but there are a lot of witnesses at ang dami pong ibinibintang doon po sa subject of interrogation. Bluff lang yon. Okay, pag kumagat yung subject, then so ito po yung mga i-apply ninyo, no? Later on sa inyong video presentation. Ito pong tricks and bluffs, no? You can use this later on sa inyong interrogation na ipapakita nyo. Then we have stern approaches, okay? Wherein in this approach, ito medyo tarantado konti yung mga investigador dito. Yan. They play strict and uncompromising personality. Ayan. So, ito po yung may mga hindi po magandang mga salita na binibitawan minsan, no? Kasi nga, stern approaches, uncompromising yung personality. Tarantado ka. No, gano'n. Yung ebidensya nga na nakuha doon sa crime scene ay tugma doon po sa bulbul na nakuha sa iyo at yung bulbul na nakuha sa insidente ng rape, tinatanggi mo pa. Ganon. So yun po yung presence of physical evidence dito sa stern approach. Iba yung presence of solid evidence kanina doon po sa bluff. Kasi bluff lang yon, no? So dito talagang yung pong interrogator ay talagang ang compromising yung kanyang personalidad. Okay? Yan, may gagamit ng mga word na tarantado, gago, bunga. So, yun. Then you have jolting. Ang jolting, mga kapatid, ay pagsigaw at a specific point or period of time to break down the nerves of the subject. Diba? Yan. So, tarantado. So, yun po, jolting po yun, no? Yung yan, yung pagsigaw mo, no? Pagsigaw mo at specific period of time. Tatahimik ka tapos bigla kang sisigaw. That is jolting. Jolting. And pwedeng combination ng jolting at saka giving opportunity to lie. No? Kasi hahayaan mo siyang magsinungaling muna. Tapos pagka ang dami na niyang kasinungalingan na hindi tugma doon po sa impormasyon na hawak mo, tsaka mo siya sisigawan bigla. This combination of jolting and giving opportunity to lie. No? Indifference, di ba? Parehas na nga tayong, niloloko mo pa ako, parehas na nga tayong Ilocano. Parehas na nga tayong Cordilleran, nagsisinungaling ka pa, tarantado ka. Ayan. So feigning protection, ikaw na nga yung pinoprotektahan dito, no? Para hindi ka madamay pero ganyan ka pa, ayaw mo makipag-cooperate. Ganon. So yun po yung feigning protection and consideration. So these are stern approaches, no? Take note, in the stern approaches, the interrogator will play strict and uncompromising personality. Matt and Jeff method, dalawa po ito, no? So also known as sweet and sour technique or Matt and Jeff method. Ito yung sinasabi ng mga Tagalog na asin at paminta method. No, yung pong isa is sweet, no? Kasi ang i-apply mo sa una is emotional, sympathetic, friendly approaches. Then kapag hindi pa siya kumagat, then papapasukin mo yung isang interrogator na kunwari siya ay galit na galit. Tarantado kang suspect ka, kanina ka pa tinatanong, ha? Yeah. So yun po yung sasabihin naman nung susunod. Okay, yung pangalawang interrogator. Sasabihin naman nung sweet, hayaan mo na pare, ako nang bahala. O ako na naman bubunot ng baril si Matt, no? Para patayin na yung subject. So yun po ang Matt and Jeff method, no? Yan. Removing the ethnic or cultural barriers, parehas kayo ng lahi, no? Then searching the soft spot, yan. O yung kahinaan. Then other modern approaches, these are the most common method, no? Yung pong rationalization, yung pong bibigyan mo ng idea yung subject, tapos hahayaan mo, iiwan mo siya doon po sa interrogation room para siya mag-isip. Bigyan mo siya ng idea kung ano mangyayari kung siya po ay aamin. Ano? So kung aamin ka, matutulungan kita. Kapag hindi ka aamin, may bahala ka na sa kaso mo. May yung ebidensya ay talagang malakas, no? Yung ebidensya laban sa'yo. Iniiwan mo siya sa interrogation room. Tsaka mo siya balikan. Let the person to rationalize, to think, no? Before you will ask him again. Ito po yung rationalization. Projection naman. Projection is a method wherein the interrogator will blame the victim, no? Or blame others, not the subject of interrogation. Projection. In short, projecting the blame to others. Paano to? No? For example, doon po sa isang homicide case or sa murder case, no, kung saan tinaga ng subject yung victim. Okay? So, di ba ang usual kasi na interrogation, di ba ikaw ang tumaga, gano'n? Pero dito sa projection, hindi po gano'n ang pagtatanong. Okay? Isisisi mo yung crime doon sa biktima, hindi po sa suspect. Huwag mong tatanungin na bakit mo tinaga, hindi gano'n. No? So sa projection, you will project the blame to the victim. Okay? So tarantado yung biktima na yun, gago yung biktima na yun. No? Hinamon ka kaya mo tinaga. Yan. So andun pa rin yung word na, kaya mo tinaga kasi humamon ka, gago talaga yan eh. Kung hindi ka sana hinamon-hamon, hindi mo siya sana tinaga. So andun yung word na accusatory, no? Na tinaga niya. Okay, pagka sinabing, oo, hinamon niya ako, gago yan, kaya ako nataga. So umamin nga. Diba? Yan. For example, yung magnanakaw naman, alam mo kapatid, ay hindi nating kasalanan kung tayo ay may nakuhang pagmamayari ng iba. Kasi yung iba dyan, nagnanakaw dahil walang ginagawa yung ating gobyerno para sa mga taong kumakalam ang sikmura. Diba? Kaya mo lang naman nakuha yung tinapay mula doon sa store kasi talagang kumakalam yung sikmura mo. Hindi mo kasalanan yan, kasalanan ng gobyerno. Di ba? So hindi mo siya sinisisi. Pagka sinabing oo, edi totoo nga na kumuha siya. So nag-commit siya ng theft. Di ba? So yun po yung projection. And take note of this, no? Projection is the most common modern technique that is being used nowadays. Kaya sigurado ako, pagka hindi mo pinanood yung video presentation na ito, ay hindi mo masasagot yung ilan sa mga katanungan, doon po sa quizzes na ibibigay ko. Di ba? Ayan. Then we have minimization or mitigation or extenuation wherein you will help, you will offer help to the subject or to the suspect, natutulungan mo siya na ma-minimize or maipababa yung kaso kung siya ay makikipagtulungan sa'yo. That is minimization or mitigation of the case. Okay, so I hope na meron kayong natutunan doon po sa iba't ibang interrogation techniques, ladies and gentlemen, because later on you will apply this, no? You will create a video regarding the application of different interrogation techniques. Okay, so yeah. Now let's proceed to the instrumentation of the use of instruments in order for you to gather information, specifically ito po ginagamit doon po sa physical evidence, no? So pag walang physical evidence, hindi pwedeng gamitin itong criminalistics kasi ang criminalistics ay nakatuon lang sa mga physical evidence. Okay? Ayan. So criminalistics, sometimes called as forensic science, no? It refers to the profession and scientific discipline directed to the recognition, identification, and utilization of physical evidence. So sa physical evidence siya ginagamit, no, para maka-obtain ng information tulad nga ng tingga na naiwan sa crime scene, yung dugo na naiwan sa crime scene. It will be subjected for examination, no, in order for you to gather information whether yung tingga ay galing doon sa suspected firearm mula sa suspect niya or hindi. So marami pong klase ng physical evidence which is subject for DNA, subject for serology, yeah, and the like. So sometimes ang criminalistics ay sinasabing forensic science, pero magkaiba po yung dalawa. No, mas broad po ang forensic science. Yeah. O mas malawak ang saklaw ng forensic science kasi basta may pag-aaral, science means systematic study, forensic meaning the science will be used in answering legal question in court. That is forensic science. So any science which is used to answer legal question in court is called forensic science, wherein criminalistics is only limited. But sometimes they are being used interchangeably. No? Criminalistics is considered an allied field of criminology that deals with the study of criminal things, that is physical evidence, particularly yung pong physical evidence. So tandaan, ang criminalistics is under ng instrumentation. No? Criminalistics is a field that exclusively uses scientific knowledge in examining and evaluating legal value of forensic evidence. Setting is usually at the crime laboratory. What is the difference between forensic science versus criminalistics? Although sometimes, no, kung dalawang term ay pinagpapalit. Pero may kaibahan, no? The forensic science is more general term. Okay, mas general po siya dahil ang saklaw ng forensic science, lahat po ng science, no, lahat ng pag-aaral para masagot ang mga legal question in court, that is already forensic science. Okay, like for example, pinag-aralan yung ngipin para ma-identify yung isang tao, no, that is forensic science, that is called odontology. Okay, pero hindi po criminalistics, no? Kasi yung criminalistics, ang saklaw lang yan ay yung pong mga serbisyo na binibigay ng crime laboratory, diba? So mas general po yung forensic science. Okay? So any science that is used to answer legal question in court is called forensic science. Okay? We have criminalistics. It is more descriptive. It's more specific, no, than forensic science for describing services of crime laboratory. It is actually one of the branches of forensic science only. Okay? Or some of the branches of forensic science. Ayan. So mas broad ang forensic science because any science that is used to elucidate legal matters is called forensic science, while criminalistics is only focused on the services given by the crime laboratories. What are the areas of criminalistics usually used by police officers? We have the scientific areas or natural sciences, tulad ng forensic chemistry, no? Forensic physics, and forensic biology. Chemistry, doon po sa pag-explain kung ano yung pong nagko-compose sa isang matter, no? Physics sa movement, no? Then biology sa mga nabubuhay, diba? Yan, ano mangyayari sa tao kapag sinaksak, normal na magkakaroon ng dugo, diba? Yan, mga pinag-aaralan, mga contusion, kung ano-ano. And then we have technological areas, okay, products of technology, no? We have forensic dactyloscopy or also known as forensic fingerprinting. Pinag-aaralan yung pong mga fingerprints na naiwan sa crime scene para matukoy kung sino ang nagmamay-ari ng fingerprint na yon, no? At para matukoy kung sino ang gumawa sa isang krimen. Okay, so sa fingerprints po yan. Then we have forensic ballistics and firearms identification, wherein you will study here the bullets and shells to identify the firearms that was used in the commission of crime, no? And you will present that as evidence in court. That's why it's called as forensic ballistics. And it is one of the subject later on na kukunin ninyo, no? Sa higher years. We have also question document examination. You will study the handwriting, no? Or the questionable documents. Usually sa mga civil cases, pero meron din criminal cases. For example, yung suicide note, para malaman mo kung yung suicide note ay genuine o pagmamayari nga ng biktima or hindi, and you will examine it. Okay, whether it belongs to the victim or sinulat ng ibang tao. And you have also forensic photography, photography of crime scene to be used as evidence in court. That is forensic photography. So ano yung ifo-photograph, no? Pagka nagpo-photograph ka lang, nagsi-selfie ka, groupie, that is only photography. However, if you are using the photograph in order to elucidate legal matters in court, that is called as forensic photography. Ayan, no? Forensic chemistry, study of composition of matter. Forensic physics, study of matter in its motion. Okay, yan po yun sa forensic ballistics, the motion of projectiles being examined. Yan. Motion of bullet upon striking the target para malaman kung ano yung entrance wound ba yung sugat, exit wound, and so on. Then forensic biology, study of life and living organism. No other field of forensic science, you have toxicology, study of adverse effects of chemicals to living organism. Yan, so sa example po yung drugs, no? What will be the effect of drugs if a certain person take drugs? Yan. Serology is the study of blood, serum, and other body fluids. Forensic pathology, which is study and diagnosis of diseases. Whether yung isang tao namatay nga ba dahil sa sakit or talagang pinatay, no? Forensic anthropology, study of humanity or evolution of man. Forensic entomology, study of insects. Okay? So, may gamit ba ang insekto? Yes, no? Ang insekto po, no, ay ginagamit doon po sa homicide investigation para ma-determine kung gaano katagal na namatay na yung tao, pwedeng basihan yung pong blowfly kung tawagin. Okay? Yan. So, pinag-aaralan po yon in order to determine the approximate time of death of a certain person. Yeah, forensic psychiatry, study of mind. Forensic psychology, no? Study of mind. However, ang treatment po dito pagka sinabing psychology is yung pong individualized treatment, psychiatric gamot, no? And polygraphy, that is the forensic psychophysiology or polygraph examination. We have also voice print analysis, no? We have also forensic odontology, or the study of dental structures to identify a certain person. Then you have also forensic technology, no? And so on. Yan. So marami pang iba na other field of forensic science. As long as there is a systematic study in order to answer legal question in court, this is called as forensic science. And forensic science in criminalistics falls under instrumentation. At tandaan, kailan hindi pwedeng gamitin ang forensic science pagka wala pong physical evidence, you cannot use criminalistics, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? So maraming salamat. Thank you very much sa inyong walang kawang pakikinig at sana po ay meron kayong natutunan mula dito sa short video presentation nito para sa Chapter 3 ng Fundamentals of Criminal Investigation, which deals with the tools in criminal investigation, namely information, interview, interrogation, and instrumentation. Muli ito po ang inyong abang lingkod, ang inyong kapangarap, kaibigan at kakampi sa may Bibuwasan Story. Thank you very much. And God bless you all.